Last year, about 12,000 people came to Hillsborough Winery in Purcellville, Virginia, about 80 kilometers from Washington, to taste its wines. Even in a recession, business has been good, according to owner Bora Baki.
We have a saying in Turkish, I don't know if you translate this properly. When you're in sorrow, you drink. When you're happy, you drink. Even the economy was bad. People find a way of enjoying themselves, at least with a glass of wine.
We don't filter our reds, because if you filter the reds, you lose the flavors.
Baki did not plan on running a winery when he came to the United States from Turkey in 1979. He was ready to retire from the import business when his son Karem persuaded him to go into winemaking 10 years ago.
I was graduating my college, my undergraduate degree, and so we were both looking for something to do.
Karem went on to get a graduate degree in winemaking. He not only makes wine for the family business, but for other vineyards in Virginia as well.
With the different regions in Virginia, you almost have almost perfect conditions. We, of course, have our own issues and complications. But as far as the potential for a grape-growing region, it's quite great.
When Hillsborough opened in 2003, it was the 96th winery in Virginia. Today, that number has grown to 190. Ann Heidick is president of the Virginia Wineries Association. She opened Lake Anna Winery in 1990, when Virginia had only about a dozen wineries.
I think the quality of Virginia wines has attracted some larger investors to come in and want to start growing grapes and making wine in Virginia. Even from California, we have a couple people that have come in to start wineries here. So I think they see it as an opportunity because it's a young industry and it's growing, and also it's a viable industry, I believe, in the state for agriculture.
Although a few Virginia wineries produce as many as 40,000 cases of wine per year, most are small. They average between 2,500 and 5,000 cases, 60% of which is sold at the winery. Tourism drives the wine industry here, says Pandit Patil, who along with his wife Sudha opened Narmada Winery in Amosville in November 2009.
In 5 years, I want everybody to think this is a destination, and that's what we're working towards.
Like many wineries in Virginia, Narmada is surrounded by beautiful scenery. And it has live music on Saturdays and Sundays. It also offers something no other local winery does, says customer Ted Sevigny.
You don't find Indian Virginia wineries, I mean, most of them are Italian or whatever, type of thing, but this one is very unique.
We have a unique thing, being an Indian background, that we do have some of our wines can pair very nicely with the Indian food that we serve here as just for snacks.
Sudha has been making wine since 2008. She has already garnered several medals in competitions. That recognition may become increasingly important to Narmada if the Virginia wine industry continues to expand. But Annette Boyd, director of the Virginia Wine Board Marketing Office, says the market is far from saturated.
This can't go on indefinitely, but for right now, with the trends in consumption going up, the interest in local wines and knowing what's being produced in your own backyard is growing, we have a long way to go, I think, before we reach that point.
For now, Virginia winemakers like Karem Baki and Sudha Patil will focus on making the best wines their vineyards can produce. In Virginia wine country, I'm Susan Logue, VOA News.